Hey guys,
it's Tick.
and Tack. Welcome back to Toomey Boy, where Braden opens his gun every time he tries to do anything.
Yep.
And that's just the life he
We
lives.
should have the heat.
You would think. Each land is a swamp. Yeah, I've had an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth before.
It's a good card.
I pulled it from like a
Damn.
booster. It was super funny. I obviously didn't have a use for it, so I
Yeah.
sold it, but it was really funny.
I don't remember why I put it. Each land is a swamp. That's why.
Yeah, it does each of them is a swamp in addition to their other types or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is why it's useful, because, you know, when you're running all black, you need as much black land as you can get, because
Yeah.
black's fucking...
So now even my 5 swamps and all of my dualies and that kind of stuff are also black land.
Yeah, they also produce black.
And they're swamps, specifically.
Yep.
Which changes the wording on some cards. Not Nykthos, but Cabal Coffers.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep.
For every swamp you control.
And so if every land I control is a swamp, that means I have like 3 or 4 more swamps out than normal.
Exactly. Which means you get extra mans. There's actually a dude, like a creature that does the same thing as Cabal Coffers.
Huh.
Yeah, he's like a human wizard, and he does the same thing. You tap him, and he produces mana equal to how many swamps you control. I think I might even have one, because he was in my zombie deck at one point, and then I took him out because I found obviously got better cards.
Yeah. Right. I do need. I don't trust that. Those cards from you.
Yeah, I pulled them out. They're like sitting in a sleeve, all tucked up, nice and pretty. There you go. Here are your beautiful paper cards.
Awesome.
Did you have back cards? Like,
No. That's why I told you I needed your land.
I think you needed my land to actually finish having enough.
No,
pins.
I have the land for the deck. I don't have any of the backer cards.
This guy over here. This guy.
Yeah, I know.
I think Shane moved all my magic crap on this bottom shelf over here. So it's all just sitting right here.
Yeah. And like again, I can give you land back
Yeah.
because fucking land.
Actually, you know what I'll probably do? Just to save myself the lands, I'll just go into the office and grab a bunch of my shit cards from like the bulk piles that I've purchased.
Okay.
Because I use them as like protective cards when I ship out orders. So.
And that are like cheap, so it's not worth like selling.
Yeah, they stop working.
Okay, works for me. There's one in here. I don't know where it's at.
Like this glimmer token.
There's one blue card called Propaganda. I want to put it in the same sleeve as my what is it? Anticipate.
Why?
Because I'm not sure which one I'm going to use.
Well, fair enough, I suppose. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can find that guy that I was telling you about just now. Here he goes. Magus of the Coffers. So he does the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't. Maybe I just didn't find it.
Possibly. If you want one, I can tell you one, because I don't fucking use these. They sit in my nice little binder and they don't do much. But, yeah, because he was in there before I got the Nykthos. That's right. Because then I got the Nykthos, and obviously I didn't fucking need him anymore.
Right. I have a Nykthos as well. I won't have as much Black Devotion as a pure black deck obviously would.
Yeah, but you'll have a lot, though.
But I'll have a lot still, yeah.
Yeah, black's really always heavy on the devotion. That's why Nykthos is so good in black decks. Solely because of that.
Because a lot of the better cards you would use for a deck of any kind fucking have a lot of black pips in their mana costs.
Exactly. And so it's just like, yeah, that's why black is so good.
Yeah.
For Nykthos specifically.
I appreciate the fact that I have a black-blue deck with a technically mono black commander.
All these sleeves come in backwards. They're upside down. Like you pull them out and this is the bottom of the sleeve.
Well, that's pretty normal, actually.
Is that? I guess I just haven't bought sleeves for like literally a million years.
Yeah. Well, maybe a while ago it was different, but freaking no, that's pretty normal. Oh, I can move this. I don't know where I need to move it to. I'm gonna do anything. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, God damn it.
I won't be stuck again. Silly little guy. I remember when I went through the like immense amount of effort on my proxy deck to like make sure the like proxies printed out on pieces of paper, but they printed out to be the exact same sizes as actual cards, so that it was really hard to tell. Besides when you actually looked at them because they were blurry. Oh, that was fun. It took so much time.
I'm excited to test that deck.
I bet you are, coward.
Aside. No, not aside. Freaking, once again, I think this is the best first draft of a deck I've ever made.
Yeah?
Yeah. But also, it's a lot easier with mono black. Or near mono black.
Yeah, it's, once you start dipping into the multiple colors, that's when it starts to get pretty.
Yeah, and it just gets more challenging with every color added.
Yeah. It's like you go monocolor something, it's
Oh.
like bam.
Yeah, because there's one color you have to worry about.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
It's like whoops, no matter what the land is, you got it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an issue you run into a lot. Outside of it, it's just like, well, I've got land, but none of it's the right colors.
Yeah, I put 5 blue lands in it. The rest are dualies or like command tower and that sort of thing.
Right.
Oh, oops.
That makes sense.
So.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh man, I forgot to do the timer thing again, Brayden. Fuck. How could you do this to me? We're at 10 minutes already. You let me forget. Which one?
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I figured it out.
What were you trying to do?
A hop.
Just trying to do basic shit like jump.
Well, no. A jump and a hop are different
No.
in this game.
No, they're not. It's really funny. In my zombie deck, I have one of my grave packs. Is literally got like 2 of the corners ripped off because obviously I was a kid and I didn't have a lot of money, so I bought like the cheapest one I could, and it was a damaged version. And
I
it was
should
just
have saved
super
before I jumped.
fucked up.
Oh. I think I just saved recently.
You died, Brayden?
Yep. It happens.
I trusted you.
What the fuck am I?
He was not close at all. He was in fact very far away.
No, I was very close, actually. I was incredibly super close.
No. Don't lie. Sanguine blood.
Bond.
Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
Yep.
And whenever you lose life, whenever an opponent loses life, you gain life.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the
It's a good combo. It's just super fucked up unethical combo, but it's a good one.
It's really freaking rude as hell.
I've got a lot of cards in there that's like every time you every time a creature dies or that sort of thing,
Yeah.
I gain life.
Yeah, that's how you gotta do it. Just literally blip somebody for like basically nothing, but 1,000,000 times. How good do you think this deck is gonna be? Is it play tested?
No.
It's-
I did a
state-of-the-art.
couple of test draws with like a emulator thing.
Oh, you found like an emulator?
And that same app I use for deck building gives me, if I pay for the subscription, it gives me a longer time, but it gives me super limited like access to a deck builder
Oh wow.
or deck tester.
It just lets you test the draw.
Yeah, basically just test the draw because
You're not paying for it.
yeah. Otherwise, I could test a full play of the game.
Oh.
But also their deck tester fucking sucks ass.
How so?
Um, it's just the controls of it and some other stuff.
That's fair.
It doesn't help with triggers or anything like that, and everything's super tiny. It doesn't stack land up nicely if you want it to. Like, a bunch of quality of life stuff it just straight up doesn't have.
Also, I feel like you can only get so far on like a tester like that,
Oh, absolutely.
because like at the end of the day, it's all incredibly random, and the computers can't be perfectly random,
Exactly.
and so it's like they're never gonna emulate perfectly like what a game would look like, because it's like odds are you just might draw a whole hand with no land in it, and just get no land for several turns.
Yeah,
Shit like that happens.
for sure.
Oh no, the sleeves are
I-
falling.
I did seem to have a nice mix of land, though. It was mostly the dualies I was getting, with black land mostly.
Yeah.
Because I have 28 black land, 5 blue, and then the rest of the land are dualies or otherwise.
Yeah.
So
How much land do you have in this deck?
nearly 40.
Nearly 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like adding a Magus in here would be, just give you that extra little ability to get the manas. I don't know what card you take out though. I don't know what if you have any like sacrificials in here.
I went through pretty like thoroughly with that kind of stuff. I guess I could take out that one card.
Oh yeah.
Fucking sorry. Open the inventory.
Drowning Acre.
Where's all my ammo? I had ammo. Where the fuck is it?
Spent it.
I couldn't have. I had ammo.
You spent it all. On women. You spending all your ammo on women again.
There we go. Okay, I have. And then health. 100% health.
What card could you take out?
Thrumming Bird.
What does that one do?
Oh my god. Every time it attacks, proliferate or something like that.
There you go. It's not bad though.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Take out Withering Torment. Target creature or enchantment, you lose 2 life.
Yeah. Some cards like that too. I
Or-
did already like scour the deck for cards that I could remove for other cards that are better though. So
You could take out Diabolic Intent.
I would never. Diabolic Intent is so fucking good, and I could just sack a slug I don't care about.
Yeah, exactly. Because ideally, you'll have a little slug token. Or-
Ideally, I'll have a lot of really little slug tokens because they're like 1/1s.
Exactly. Bzz, bzz. Buzz, buzz.
It's just a TikTok notification. I thought I didn't turn those on though.
TikTok thoughts. Trying to get in your DMs, Braden.
No, they're not actually.
Don't listen to him. Don't do it, Braden. Does this little bag of sleeves have exactly 100 in it?
It might have 102
Why?
because they always put in a couple extra, just in case. You never know.
I guess that's fair enough.
Just in case one breaks or something like that,
Right.
which is a very real problem. I can't turn around easily. Can't walk around easily because of the fucking lag.
Maybe there shouldn't be any lag, huh?
There really shouldn't be any lag, but there is.
There is, and there's not a damn thing we can do about it.
What the fuck was that?
We freaking tried. Because even the keyboard had lag.
Yeah.
Which is like, what the fuck? The game itself is just laggy. Don't know why.
Ah! I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, good job.
Fucking.
You made her take a permanent nap, Braden. Ooh, you get a phone call from Connor Schmidt.
Oh, what a bitch.
Hello, sir. What's up, kid? Okay, sounds good. I will try not to be. Okay, bye. He said it'll be over in like a couple hours.
Okay. You had to call for that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because he didn't go to the church thing, and so him being over at 6 wouldn't normally happen. It would normally be like 9 or 10. I don't know.
Okay, he called a meeting when he could have sent an email.
Yeah, well, that's just Connery.
It's a problem that I hate. It fucking infuriates me that he does that shit. And I've told him before, I'm not gonna fucking answer. Because I'm not. Like,
It's like, how dare you let me know what you're doing?
well, no, you're more than welcome to let me know what you're doing if you feel it's necessary. However, don't fucking call me. I'm not gonna answer.
You just want him to like shoot you a text, be like, I'll be there in a few hours.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm more likely to answer a text too. I've even told him as much.
Be
I
there
don't
in a few
care.
H's.
Don't fucking text. Don't call me.
Wrong.
There's nothing I hate more than people calling me or talking on the phone. Okay.
You know, I'm gonna start calling you every time I need to talk to you.
I'm gonna fucking block your number.
I'm gonna call you right after I'm gonna call you and be like, hey man, I'm gonna send you a TikTok. and then I'll hang up.
Don't do it.
I'll just hang up right after that,
That's the thing, is I won't answer.
and then I'll send you a TikTok.
Send me TikToks all you want. I won't answer a phone call.
You've answered my phone calls before.
That's because you also don't call super often. And so if you call, I'm like, okay, it's probably something important, like that we need to actually talk about. But I hate talking on the phone so much that I literally won't do it. Like, if I can avoid it, I will.
I think mostly the only times I ever call you is when I know you've like fallen asleep or you're asleep or something, and I am trying to get you to respond to me sooner rather than waiting for you to just wake up and look at my text randomly. You know, like whenever I've shown up at your house and the door is like locked, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't get in, so it's like I'm not gonna wait for him to wake up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
The door wasn't locked. It was
It
just
wasn't.
tight.
No, yeah, it was like the changing of the seasons or whatever. So now the door's like.
Well, not only that, that
Oh.
door is just a problem.
It's true enough.
So,
But yeah, so it's like I'm not gonna wait here.
oh, I'm alive somehow. Works for me. I didn't safety drop or anything. I thought I could grab onto that handrail.
You can't.
And nope.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Slaughter specialist.
But I'm down here now, baby.
Bet you're down, baby.
Ugh.
Mirkwood bats. Man, it's really funny though.
I
Some of
probably have a Mirkwood bat somewhere, but
yeah, well, you probably do because you bought a lot of the stuff from that set, right? Like boosters.
well, not only that, it's just a card, I believe.
Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life. Yeah, that's a solid for the slug guy. That's
For sure.
totally necessary. It's funny though because a lot of the cards you like sent me to like check if I had them, like I had past tense, a lot of the cards, but someone had bought all of them in the past, and so it was just really funny because I was going through my inventory and it would show that I had a card. And then I'd click on it, and it would be like 0 in stock.
Okay.
And I was like, God damn.
It's not a big deal.
No, but I thought it was really funny because there was a surprising amount.
What are the fucking odds?
Yeah, it was a surprising
Pretty
amount.
good, actually.
Well, yeah, if they're a good card, man, they're gone. Almost done sleeving all these guys. And I just gotta sleeve all your actual cards.
It said that door needs a key. I already picked up a key, though, so why is it not fucking letting me do the thing? I can't see the key in my inventory.
It's because you don't have the key.
I picked it up, though.
No, you didn't.
Fuck you, I did.
That was a different life. You picked it up in a different time, Brady.
Yeah, the reason I built this deck was I saw a TikTok, and it's like, what's a deck that you refuse to build because it just feels too mean? And I swipe over, and it's just a picture of Toxrill the Corrosive.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. I get it. I think I could work with this. And I thought it was mono black, so I'm like, that's even easier.
It's easy.
It's not mono black, but that's okay. I
It
could
could be
use blue
mono
cards
black.
too.
It could be mono black.
It could be, but then I couldn't use his second ability like at all, basically.
Yeah, but who needs it?
It's true. I could just put land in that lets me use blue land.
There you go.
And just do that, and then the rest is just mono black.
Yeah, you could. I mean, that'd be pretty easy.
I got stuck on a radiator.
Well, that's just silly. Ugh. Oh, also, unfortunately, there's also a birthday party tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but this one had to be at 11 o'clock in the morning. Not 2 o'clock.
Why?
Like this. Because Rand wanted it to be then.
It's
So-
so stupid.
You guys are welcome to come. Obviously, we can hang out again after the party because I'll only be there for like an hour and a half at most. So you guys can come if you want, or you can just hang out here and I don't know, touch each other or something.
Connor won't let me touch him though. We all know this to be true.
It's true. True.
You
True.
speak the truth.
You speak the truth. All right, Roomba, go to bed. All right, let's see.
Yesterday was the first day of summer.
Was it?
Yep.
Summer break?
Summer vacation.
Oh, cool. So the kids are gone?
Yep.
Nice.
And now we have to start cleaning everything a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, but that's life. That's how it goes sometimes.
That's true.
Where are your other cards? Was it just those ones in this box here?
Yep.
Those are the only ones that need to be saved?
And I found Bloodletter of Axolotl or whatever. Freaking, I found it while I was just going through cards. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good card. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll use it.
Which one?
It's one of the fancy looking ones.
In here?
That one.
Oh, blood letter. Flying. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice that much life. So.
Which just increases.
Yeah, that's just fucking rude, I think.
Fucking, I ping you for 1, so you lose 2, I gain 2, you lose 4, I gain 4, you lose 8, I gain 8.
Why do you have 2 counter spells in here?
I do?
You have a counter spell and then you have a counter spell.
Oh. Because I forgot to pull the counter spell out. The old one out.
The shit one?
Yeah.
Did you get this fancy foily one? Dark Ritual. Love it. From Tempest as well.
Dude, I had like a bunch of them, and I chose the coolest looking one. I know.
Freaking foils.
It's always a frustration.
Oh, Braden, time for you to sell off all your cards that you don't use.
I would probably make so much money.
Probably, especially because you get that whole ass box full of old ones from your old boss.
Yeah, he actually wasn't my boss.
Oh.
He was just a guy I worked with.
From this dude at your old job. It's fucking bonkers, man. So all these ones need to be sleeved?
Yeah. And all the land is in
Yeah.
there. Most of the land's in there.
Most of the land?
All the basics, and then some of the dualies and like command tower and stuff.
Oh, so you don't have all the lands for the deck anymore?
No.
Where?
They should have been printed out. All
Oh.
the dualies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, all the other...
Yeah. All the basics are there, and some of the dualies.
Some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? So this like a card list that you found online or something?
No.
No. Oh, this poor frog.
I know. It was the only one I found, though. I haven't even finished going through all my fucking cards.
Each creature, target player controls loses all abilities and becomes a blue frog. Base power and toughness.
Yeah, but the base power and toughness becomes 1, so I could turn your Krenko into a frog that instantly dies.
Yeah, it's true. That's the idea. It just passes, ceases to be.
Just bam, gone. Or a bunch of other shit. Like,
Counter spell.
I have a few other ones, too, where it's like creatures target opponent controls become...
Oh yeah, I saw like a
Like-
0/1
Yeah.
something.
Or have like all creatures target opponent controls have base power and toughness 1.
Yeah,
So...
I saw a couple of those.
like that kind of stuff, because it's fucking gonna bang, you know? Like, it's gonna go so hard.
It's gonna bang them.
I don't actually know what I'm doing here.
And that's a good board wipe strat. But of course,
Yeah.
your deck, the slug itself is like a constant board wipe,
Exactly.
where he's just board wiping everybody all the time.
But if you have like an absurdly large goblin,
It's true.
or like Krenko's a 3/3, so
Yeah, but-
imagine you play him, and my turn passes once, then he dies instead of passing 3 times and dying.
it's true.
That's two. Yeah, that's 2 activations. I'm freaking.
yeah, removing.
Yeah.
Unless he had haste.
Unless he had haste, but then it's only 1 activation you
Yeah.
get still instead of 3,
It's true.
which is insane.
Yeah. But it wouldn't really matter at that point because then all the goblins are like dead
Yeah.
because they're all 1/1s. Unless it's the chieftain that makes them bigger.
Exactly.
But then they
Well, the
survive.
chieftain is a 2/2, and I can kill him in 2 turns.
Exactly.
So, like, there's a lot of good reasons to have cards that change the base power and toughness of creatures.
True enough.
And, like, even if I change Krenko's base power and toughness to 1, he's still getting pluses from other stuff sometimes, too.
It's true.
So,
True is true.
but if I change his typing, he dies. So,
Goddamn typing. Thriving Isle.
I don't know what I'm doing here, and this journal isn't fucking helping.
It's a pretty book. Oh, look at this flirt. That's a flirt, all right.
Yeah. There's a few more in there, and, like, shinies and stuff, just because
Just for funsies.
I like them.
I like 'em.
I don't actually like foils that much, but they look better than the bases.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Eventually, I will replace all of them with full arts.
Eventually.
Not a single fucking foil full art, if I can kill it, which I definitely can.
Yeah, I like the foils, but I just don't like that they like bend and stuff. They like warp everything. That's my only beef with them. They just get annoying like that.
I know. A lot of the newer foils are a lot better about it.
Are they?
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of them where instead of being all foldy and shit, they actually look okay.
They're all right. Trading card game, Pokemon. This is the MTG Lands 100 full art.
Well, I bought it from some people.
Like on where? Like TCG?
Amazon.
On Amazon. Pre-owned. Freaking pile of full arts.
What the hell?
Pile of what the fuck?
I didn't know you could do that.
Oh my god! Do you have that deck box? Do you want for those?
Yeah, it's in my bag. Probably.
Hand it to me.
I'm sorry.
How could
And it's still flat.
Yeah, it's just sitting right here. Why do you want to use this box? You don't have like a.
Because it was already out and folded up and stuff.
Do you not have like a one of your fancy?
No, I don't.
What? Are you sure this will even fit in here?
Yeah, it'll fit. If it's 100 sleeved cards, exactly.
No, does it?
Yes.
Is that what it says?
Because that's a commander deck.
Kelly,
So,
I'll take your word for it, kid.
good.
It doesn't fit.
It definitely does.
No, it doesn't fit.
It might be really tight because those aren't just normal cards, but
It doesn't fit. Sorry, bro.
it fits.
Sorry, bro. No fitties.
I actually happen to know it fits.
Sorry, bro. Doesn't fitty. Well, even if it does, like, quote unquote, fit. Oh my god! They really push the limits of like sleeved cards fit in this box.
It's worse too. Normally they fit a little nicer than that,
They're like,
but those aren't normal cards.
it's true,
So,
but it's just like, god damn. They're just like, yeah, it fits 100 sleeved cards. If
and
you
it
make
does.
it-
Normally it fits them a little nicer than that. So,
It's really funny. If you force it really, really bad.
what the fuck am I supposed to do? Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Brayden is lost.
I'm not lost. I'm confused.
He's dazed and confused.
Just confused.
Confused and dazed. I can make it a reality.
Gonna beat you over the head with a frying pan.
I do what I must.
Fuck, we have to do another one after these. God damn it. I hate
Oh, you're 32, Brady. You're
Oh,
done.
cool.
Maybe if somebody had set the timer, we
Yeah.
would have known.
Ah, not that one. This one.
Alright, well, I guess if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing.
Definitely go check out our other content.
Till next time, peace out.
Bye bye.